Hello, welcome back to 𝗬𝗟𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧, where we cover bizarre and mysterious stories from different communities around the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do, so you receive notifications every time I upload a new video. Today, we will be looking at one of the most notorious demons in the Kamba community. There are lots of demon types in African mythologies, and we will touch on them in future episodes. But to understand why KUTU is one of the most dreaded, let us touch a little bit on the Kamba's way of life. Back in the day, traditional Kamba families depended on farming and hunting to support their families, but farming was responsible for a bigger portion of the consumed meals, and since machines that could aid in irrigation did not exist at the time, the communities depended solely on rainfall. So, if it did not rain for an extended period of time, the communities will be devastated, which will prompt them to turn to their elders and seers for an explanation. I should also mention that Kambas did not believe extended droughts were a normal thing. They believed that KUTU was responsible for this natural disaster, and he is the demon we'll be looking at today. And if KUTU was in the area, then it was up to the elders and seers to find him and chase him away. That said, there was only one problem. KUTU was an invisible demon, and only two types of people could see him. The first type was a person who could see spirits. Kambas also called these people Matima. And the second type was a witch type of person who had a spirit guide guiding them on a daily basis. Lucky for you, I have two different narrations from two different elders who claim to have had encounters with the notorious demon. I'll explain it to you as it was told to me. I'll try my level best not to change anything. The first one was from the lady who could see spirits, but for privacy reasons, we're only going to call her 𝗬𝗟𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧. One day, 𝗬𝗟𝗣𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥 left the house early in the morning at around 5 a.m. and decided to take a walk because she could not sleep. And as she was heading back to her house, she spotted the demon resting on the edge of a dried out swamp. The problem is, as she spotted the demon, they locked eyes, which meant that the demon had seen her as well. And if she had decided to walk away from the scene, then the demon would simply relocate to find a new place where no one else knew where it was. This forced 𝗬𝗟𝗣𝗣𝗅𝗣𝗅 to stay put for hours alongside the demon while waiting for the other villagers to wake up. But lucky for her, less than 30 minutes later, three gentlemen walked by and found her circling the dam. She explained everything that was going on, and since the gentlemen were native tribesmen as well, they understood the urgency of the situation, which prompted them to run around the entire village, waking up everybody. Needless to say, the demon was flooded with people in less than 10 minutes, and even though most of them could not see the demon, they were more than psyched up to chase away the evil spirit so that rain could fall again. The elders instructed every lady in the audience to take off their kangas and blow in the direction 𝗬𝗟𝗣𝗣𝗅𝗣𝗅 was pointing. Remember, 𝗬𝗟𝗣𝗅𝗣𝗅 is the only person who can see the demon, so everyone else is just following her lead as she points at the demon. To cut the long story short, they did manage to chase away the demon until it ventured into a neighboring community a few miles away, which is where they left it. I guess the demon was now the other village's problem. Now, let us look at the second narration from the lady who had a spirit guide. And once again, for privacy reasons, we're only going to call her 𝗬𝗟𝗣𝗅𝗥𝗧. 𝗬𝗬𝗅𝗣𝗅 had a dream one night, and in the dream, she was woken up by her late husband's spirit, who was also accompanied by two other men she had never met before. They instructed her to follow them, and so she did. When they got to the main road, the three spirits-like figures pointed at something in the distance, and when 𝗬𝗬𝗅𝗣𝗅 looked, she saw a dark figure that was accompanied by a brooding sense of evil. The demon had a round shape, huge red wings, and eyes that seemed like they could see everything. The figure hovered over a nearby dam for a few seconds and then landed softly without creating any waves. You may have noticed at this point that KUTU seems to have some sort of fascination for water bodies. In fact, according to Kambas, KUTU can only be found in slightly wet areas, which is ironic since he is the demon responsible for drought. Anyway, let's get back to our story. After the demon landed on the dam, 𝗬𝗟𝗣𝗅𝗅𝗍 was instructed by the spirit guides to call an elders meeting the following day and strategize on how they were going to send away the demon. As expected, a meeting was held, and that night, 𝗬𝗬𝗅𝗍𝗅, accompanied by several other elders, left for the dam, where they successfully vanquished the demons. To make the story more interesting, I tried my level best to inquire about how they carried out the rituals, but she told me that certain things are better left untold. So I guess that's it for today. If you love the content, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe so you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video. Thank you, and see you again next week.